Is this thing on? Hello?
Feliz Navidad.
Hello?
Hello?
It's getting hot in there.
No,
Hello?
that was terrible. You take that back. That was a
No.
bad joke and you know it.
No, it was not.
It was a terrible joke and you know it was.
Nah, but the punchline was always Nelly.
I don't like that.
It happens. Just got to accept it for what it is.
No. It's mucho bad joke.
But it got you more lemon pledge.
Well, you're not wrong on that one.
But
You know I only use lemon fabuloso.
how dare you?
It
The purple
smells
is the
better.
only way to go.
Oh yeah, the purple is the best one though.
That's the one that we use.
How the fuck did we get on this topic?
Oh, because you were doing the cleaning lady from Family Guy.
Oh, was that what I was doing?
Yeah.
Speaking of lemon pledge,
No,
the Pine Sol, the Fabuloso is pretty good, but the fucking Mexican Pine Sol is the best smelling one. It's got like lemony and then pine smell. I don't even know what it is. It's not even a real smell. It just smells really good.
It's lemony ass.
Oh, Jesus. Well, on that note, speaking of lemony ass, what do we have today?
Well, not any asses full of lemons, but
Oh, you never heard the story of old ghost lemon ass?
You mean ghost ass lemon?
Ghost of ass lemon?
Yes, I
That's
remember him.
terrible.
He was an interesting man. That's all I knew.
Oh, God. Well, what do you got, buddy?
So, let's find out, shall we?
Alrighty.
My aunt had recently gotten divorced and had just bought a new house in a new city. She originally lived in a big city in Tennessee and moved to a little quiet town. She invited us to come stay. My mom, dad, older sister, and I, we're from Indiana. So we planned a trip to go stay. My cousins are just a bit younger than I am. I remember arriving and thinking that it was kind of creepy that there was so little in the town. It had an eerie feel to it. There was no one around, very few cars, and no kids playing in the neighborhood. It's the first night there and we all get settled in and go to sleep. My parents take my aunt's room. My aunt sleeps in one of my cousin's rooms. I sleep in one of my cousin's rooms with her, and my sister sleeps in the living room with my other cousin. It's probably around 2 a.m. and my cousin and I are still up talking. We start hearing like a knock coming from the outside wall. We think it's just the wind, considering their backyard is fenced in. I then mentioned to her how I felt like I was being watched, and she commented that she did too. So we assume it's just my sister and cousin spying on us. We're all between 10 and 16 years old. A little while, probably 30 minutes-ish later or so, I hear my sister from the living room quietly calling for my aunt in a shaky voice. Although I'm the younger sister, I'm also the more protective sister, so I go running to the living room to see what's wrong, and she points to the back door. I look over and we can clearly see the doorknob and door shaking violently. I run and get my aunt, and soon as she turned on the lights, the door stopped moving. We go to get my parents, and my dad goes outside and checks the whole house and finds scratches on the back door around the handle. It's creepy to think that this person was probably watching my cousin and I for a while before he decided to try and break in. I'm just thankful he didn't actually get in. We're also not sure how he got in the fence. It's a decently tall wooden fence with no gate. Needless to say, I didn't sleep the rest of that trip. And honestly, I don't think anyone did. And I believe it was definitely a person. It looked like they were trying to take the door handle off.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's why although small towns can be nice, sometimes they lead to you being one of the few victims that the town has to choose from.
Hell no. If I see somebody try to fucking take my doorknob off, I'm flying through the door first, and then I'm asking questions after.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You unload, you open the door, and say, do you need medical aid?
You want a side of bullets with that?
Would
Open
you
the
like
door,
a
throw a
side?
pack of bandages, and be like, I try to help him.
Would you like a side of bandages with those bullets?
What's the legality of doing that?
I mean, being you don't know if they have a weapon or not, you're best backing away from the door. I would back away from the door and have the gun trained on the door. That way when they come through, if I see a weapon, I'm shooting. If they don't, and me pointing my weapon at them is enough to get them to go away, then that's good. If they still continue charging, then obviously you got to be in fear for your life because they're charging someone with a gun.
Yeah, you gotta be pretty fucking insane to be like, you know what? I see the gun, but I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah, so
Can't stop, won't stop.
I mean, a lot of places have, it's like a castle law or some shit like that, where anything that happens within your home with you defending the life of yourself or your family, it's legal as long as it's in your home. Other states don't have them, which kind of fucks people, and they just gotta hope for the best through the legal system, but...
Yeah, that's fucking... That's why you gotta have to have gloves on when you hear somebody breaking in, and as soon as they open the door, throw a knife at them, be like, catch! Then you fucking unload.
Right?
He had a knife. It's your knife.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck he got it.
You can't prove that. It has your name carved into it. He's crazy. See, he fucking planned it for me.
Right?
I had him fucking unload a whole clip on his face.
I mean, if I didn't, he was gonna do some weird shit, so, better be safe than sorry.
So would you unload the whole clip, or would it just be like a couple shots to get him on the ground?
Well...
Or does that just vary?
If I'm shooting at something that seemingly, from everything I can see, means to do me harm, I am mag dumping.
Well, what's the legality of that, though? Because I'm pretty sure they're going to try to make the case like, oh, you saw he dropped in like 4 bullets?
Well, I mean, yeah, if he drops, then I'm going. But as long as he is up, I am shooting. I mean, the cops do the same shit all the time. I've seen videos of where the person's on the ground dead, like they're fucking gone.
Yeah.
And they still shoot him like once or twice more.
Did you ever see that video of that dude? It was here in town. That dude who was in the fucking mobility scooter and he had a knife. He was coming at the cops like slowly and then the fucking cops just unload on him.
Yeah, that was unwarranted. They could have just tased his ass or waited till he got closer, got behind him, took the knife. There was...
Oh, I thought you said get behind him and pull the battery out of his scooter.
I mean, yeah, could have done that too. But I mean, there's so much that could have been done as opposed to that. So
they
yeah,
just
that
fucking
was...
tipped the scooter.
That was TPD and their excessive use of force.
Yeah.
What can you say? Some people that are LEO do a great job and do the right thing, and others just got bullied in high school and told they had little dicks, so they got a badge and they think that makes a difference.
Yeah. That's,
But, tomato, tomato, potato, potato, Akuna Matata.
Yeah, there's always going to be good people and bad.
As is the everlasting fight, my friend, good versus evil.
Yeah, and like as you said, the people got bullied in high school that now have a bit of power. And they're like, I'm going to abuse this.
Yep. And then they end up hurting people that they think were like them or that ended up to be like them when they were younger.
Yeah.
It's a cycle.
Hurt people hurt people.
Very true.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Hurt people also take medicine for their pains.
Tylenol. Sponsor us.
Or ibuprofen.
Or Advil. Or Aleve. Or cough drops. Just somebody.
Or coffee.
Aquaphor.
Yes. For all your tattoo looby armed up needs.
Aquaphor.
See, we can do a commercial spot.
Exactly. We're not being paid for it, but...
If you'd like to. Just like, we're telling this story for free, but If the story people are impressed with the way we tell it, you could
Send us a check for $5.99. It's enough for a Little Caesar's pizza.
yeah, well, gotta account for tax, so it's like $6.20 something.
Send us $6.20 something.
That works.
I got our bases covered.
Yes. But speaking of stories, what you got in store?
I got less true crime, more paranormal.
All right. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, so my story's about a Mexico witch. La
What's
Bruja.
with all the bruja?
Yeah, my mom told me this one a while back, and I just remembered it right now.
Nice.
I don't think I've told it yet.
Sometimes acid brings back memories.
Sometimes you twist the wrong way, you take some Tylenol to knock something loose.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so this one's about, it takes place like 1999, like right before the turn of the century.
Shit,
in December.
I was already going into triple digits that year in age.
You're fucking 300?
Yes.
You fucking warlock.
I am the devil.
Oh, Jesus. What the fuck? So the story takes place in 1999, so like the time frame of maybe like December 23rd. So around that time, it was Y2K. So it takes place like towards the center of Mexico, like towards my dad's village. My mom heard it from my grandmother on my father's side. And she told me
about the world ending?
No, this story.
Oh, okay.
So this one's a hand-me-down.
Sometimes those are the best kind of stories.
Yeah. So I'm going to recall it as best as I can. So she told me that the story takes place around like December 1999.
Mm-hmm.
You know how everybody's fucking like panicking about Y2K, like the world was going to end like at the start of the fucking new year?
Oh, yeah. I remember everybody prepping for that one.
So everybody was like super fucking panicked and shit. So they were going to church more often than usual. So they were running like services, like more often, like every day. I think they did, like 2 services every day at that point. And my grandma's telling us that her, like the family went all that to the church. And one of these nights, it was on I believe it was the 24th at this point, 23rd, 24th. And they were all in mass, and the priest, he had like the little fucking microphone thing in, and he was talking to everybody and letting them know, like, don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. It's like, it's gonna work out. And the church was full. And this like dirty old lady comes in from like the main row, like entering the church.
Yeah.
She comes in and she's just fucking like hysterically laughing. And she's laughing like crazy. Everybody's like turning to look at her. And she has like this fucking like not a grocery bag, but like the duffel bags kind of. And they're saying that it stunk really bad. And
so she was carrying around her shit?
Yes. You ruined the story. Y2K was this lady threw shit at people. No, she was walking around, she's like laughing, and the priest is still on the microphone, and he's told her, like, you need to like sit down and just like stop disrupting everybody because they're trying to pray. And she starts yelling, like laughing, like, you're all gonna fucking die. It's like, you're gonna die anyways, what does it matter? Y2K's coming. Like, everybody's gonna fucking die, it doesn't matter.
True believer.
Yeah. So the priest told her, like, you need to either, like, sit down and be quiet or you gotta go.
Yeah.
And she starts laughing again, like, crazy, hysterical laughing. And she tells the priest, like, she starts, like, naming off, like, these fucking horrible things he's done while he's been a priest. Like, fucking horrible, like, disgusting things that he did. And everybody's, like, fucking shocked, and the fucking priest is, like, doesn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
So he tells, like, one of the maintenance guys, like, fucking get her and get the fuck out of here. Well, not in those words, but he told her, like, to get her out of here.
Could you imagine some priest? Get that skank hooker bitch out of here.
You smelly pirate hooker. But the maintenance guys go and they grab her, and then they draw her bag falls. Well, she was carrying her little tote bag. It falls, and then a bunch of dead animals come out of it.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So the maintenance guy gets a little broom, and he fucking sweeps it back into the bag and gives it to the lady. And they're trying to take her out, but she's, like, fucking kicking and, like, screaming and, like, laughing and shit.
Yeah.
So then other people have to go and help him, like, get her out and, like, close the doors. Right before they threw her out, though, they said, like, she was, like, yelling, like, oh, I curse you guys. Everybody fucking wronged me here. He's gonna fucking die. And that's what fucking happened. And so then a couple days pass, and this is, like, the 25th, and everybody's still talking about that shit because it's, like, a small little town. It's not even a town. It's, like, a village.
Yeah.
And that, everybody's still talking about what happened. And my mom said that my aunt, so my dad's sister, had said, like, she was panicking. And she's like, well, I don't want, like, this so fucking crazy. Like, let's just everybody get together and let's pray, like, on Christmas. Like, it's fine. It's like, we're going to hang out. We'll do our regular stuff. But I said, we pray, and then we just kind of, like, make sure everything's fine. So they go and they pray on the 24th, and the 25th comes around. And they find out that the two dudes, the custodians,
Yeah.
they dropped dead the night before. They both had heart attacks. And they had died, and then everybody's like, it's the fucking witch. She said everybody involved. And then two more people that had helped out from there
Yeah.
got, like, not, like, shortly after, they got diagnosed, like, with something terminal. So I was like, shit.
AIDS.
I wouldn't say AIDS. I don't know what it was, but something terminal. And the other people that were involved in that shit, they're like, well, what the fuck are we supposed to do? It's like, we're scared because nobody wants to find the witch and fucking do anything about it. So what they end up doing is they end up leaving that town and they go to the next town over, which is like 20-30 minute drive.
Yeah.
And they go and they find another brujo, like another witch, so they can, like, take the curse off and do, like, a cleansing on them and shit. Those people were fine, but they ended up still getting sick. And then on the 26th, the day after that, the priest died. One of the altar boys said that he just dropped dead while they're preparing for service. He just...
Damn, he just fell out.
Yeah, he just fucking fell out.
Damn,
In
so
prison
he
terms.
so he was a early tester of blues.
Yes. He was on that fucking Fenty. But yeah, then everybody started getting, like, fucking mad because so many people were fucking dying. Everybody's like, it's the fucking witch. So they get, like, a fucking little, like, it's basically just, yeah, it's just like farmers and shit. So they get
with their pitchforks and
no,
torches.
they get like their shovels and they get like their fucking rifles, and they go down to the witch's house to try to get her, and they're like yelling at her to come out. They're gonna light her house on fire. Nobody comes out. There's nobody there. So then a couple days go by, nothing's happening because they can't find her or anything. But then some kids say that they spotted her, like, out by, like, this little fucking, like, past the little freeway and, like, into, like, the little what's it called, little plots of land. Like, there's an abandoned house, like a couple rundown houses, and they saw her hiding out there.
Yeah.
So they ran back into, like, town, and they told everybody, like, that's where she's at. So then the same little posse went out, and they fucking dragged her out of the house. They fucking killed her. And they're like, well, we gotta get rid of the body. So they go and they're gonna burn it.
Yeah.
They throw it in the fire, and a bunch of people that were there said that it sounded like there was laughing, like a bunch of, like, distorted laughing coming from around them. And the witch they burned the body up. I don't know if they ever did anything past that. She didn't have any information past that.
Yeah.
But that it sounded like a bunch, like, cackling, like, laughing and shit.
Well, I guess that's why you don't burn someone that made a pact with the devil.
I guess, man. But what else are you gonna do? She's this lady over here killing
forgiveness.
people. I mean, I guess, but nobody really did anything to her. She kind of came in and started shit.
Maybe she was testing people to see if people would leave her be or if people would intervene and just toss her out.
I don't know, man. I think she might have just been mentally ill.
I mean, very well could have been that as well, yes.
Yeah.
Can't say no on that one because mental illness can definitely be no joke.
Yeah, but, like, listening, I was like, it's a cool story, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's all coincidence. Maybe they just legit had eaten too much fucking greasy shit all the time, and it was finally catching up to them. Or, you know, the priest, maybe he had an underlying condition, fucking palpitation, something, aneurysm, just fucking 1 minute there, next minute just fucking goodbye.
Yeah. But that story did bring back a random memory, though. Do you remember those fucking limited run sweatshirts we had?
Yes.
The fucking voodoo's just spicy witchcraft?
Yes.
I was remembering those fucking sweaters after, like, I heard the story. I was like, damn, I kind of want me one of those again.
Yeah, I still have mine, but God.
It's all faded?
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't tell anymore, but that was a daily wear for fucking years.
Oh, yeah, dude,
And
that was like
forever.
years ago.
Yeah, it took forever for it to start wearing down. It was a good sweater.
Yeah, might have to order some more.
Yeah, there's a couple things that I'm like, I want to get that. But I know we have stuff up on Redbubble is one of them, and then, God, I'm trying to remember the other one. Teespring? Or now I think it's just called Spring.
I think it was Teespring, wasn't it?
Yeah, that one in Redbubble. But now Teespring got switched to Spring.
Oh.
Parlez-vous français?
No.
Fair enough.
But that's what we have for this week.
Well, you know what they say. You don't fuck around with witches.
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Or in the words of Whitechapel, you just, got to be wary because you never know what can happen when a demon defiles a witch.
I thought you were going to say the saw is the law.
I mean, that too, but, that's a different subject matter.
Yes, sir. Well, that's it for this week, guys. Thank you for stopping by. We'll see you guys in Helheim.